There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up.
Hello everyone, this is Blanca, and last Saturday I went to an orchid nursery. It's in a private neighborhood, and I met up with Todd there. It's called St. Pete Orchid Farm, and it's a beautiful little place, and I picked up a few orchids. No, not this one. This is my dendrobium. I believe it's called Sunray Gratin or something like that. I can't even get to the label because it swallowed the label. She's got 2 spikes. That one's almost gone, but these bloom this week. They're really beautiful. And honestly, when I put her into this pot a few years ago, I thought the pot was too big, but she's outgrown the pot. Look how thick these pseudobulbs are. Look, they're thicker than my finger, thicker than my thumb. And you know what? The latest, newest pseudobulb, look, it grew out of one of those little holes there. That thing's going to get choked to death in that little hole. I don't even know how to repot her. And her label, yeah, her label, there's a sign of it in there, what's left of it. I can't get it out. All right, let me get on with the video because I don't want this to be a super long video. But on my way there, let me show you these pretty little blooms with lots of colors. They're just open when the sun is up, and then when the sun goes down, they completely close. Pretty yellow. All right, let's get over there. Oh, let me make a little stop on the way there. Look, aren't these pretty? Now they are fully bloomed or open. These are the ones that Todd gave me the plant, a division of his plant. And I don't know if you saw my last video or not. Here is a portion of the tag that is remaining. Cheap tags. The other half is up here somewhere. Yeah. All right, let me show you what I got at the orchid nursery. Okay, before I get there, let me show you who's in bloom again. One of my favorite orchids. You know, I was ready to repot her because she is like really growing out of that pot. And every time I go to repot her, she decides to throw a little bloom spike out, you know, and buds, and I'll never get to it. Very beautiful orchid. I love this one. It smells good. This is the one I always say smells like almonds. And I got her label here. She didn't get a chance to swallow that label. There. Well, it might not be readable, but I'll pop it up on the screen, the name. Oh, there. I think she has a name now. I think this was a cross, but now she has a name. I love this orchid. I love them all. Okay, you know, by the time I get there, my my poor plant, my new orchid's the blooms are gonna fade away. But I just wanted to show you that this has got to be one of the best smelling orchids I have smelled. This Phalaenopsis, and I do have a label for her, but again, one of the cheap tags. But it's a Phalaenopsis Lindoro. I have to make a new tag, better quality tag anyways. But really, really one of the prettiest fragrance I have ever smelled. Really, it's like makes you want to come back for another one and another whiff. Yummy. All right, let me get to what I purchased. All right, I better get to this one before the blooms are gone. This is the only one I purchased in bloom, but here is her name. Encyclia Nursery Rhyme. They had two of these, and the other one had a really, really long bloom spike, and it was bent in half. So I thought, let me get the one with the smaller spike. It was in bloom, and what I like about her, she has this little growth here, and on the other side she has another little growth in there. And I like this really nice fat pseudobulb. Cute. And here are her blooms, and they smell so good. Oh boy, my screen is completely black, so I hope I can see a little bit of color there. I hope I'm focusing on it. She is Encyclia, two different type of Encyclias. Her parents, she's a hybrid, and she's got Cordillera in her, which makes her smell so good. Kind of smells like candy. Yeah, like candy. Like hard candy, sweet hard candy. And there's her blooms. See if I can focus on them. Really pretty. And they're not too big, but they're not the size of a dime. I've moved up from a dime to to a quarter. Look. There's the size of her blooms. She's bigger than a quarter. All right, let me get to the next two. The next two are not in bloom. Okay, here is the next one. It's not in bloom, and I can tell that she has bloomed in the past. And honestly, I really didn't know what this was, but you know why I bought it? Because I like the name. Look at this. Pot Orange Glades. Tradition, I think is what it says. I can't see. Sunset. Sunset. That's why I got it, because it had a pretty name of Sunset. And she had some pretty nice roots. And nice thick pseudobulbs. And basically the name sold me on it. But I'll pop up, because when I got home I looked her up and I saw what her name is, and or what the blooms are like with that name, and they're really, really pretty. So I made a good choice on this one. All right, let's move on to the next one. And you know what? Before I move on to the next one, if you're thinking, oh, that poor lady, let me send her some tags, some good quality tags, don't do it. Oh, look, see, that's how I lose my tags. Oh my God, I gotta put this back on. But look, I went to Artstone and I picked up some really nice tags. They're kind of dry on one side and really shiny on the other side. So these should hold me up for a little while, I hope. All right, and then the very last one is this really little one. You see her size? But oh my God, they had one there that was not for sale, and it was the mother plant, or not the mother plant, but one that was in bloom. And let me put her out here in the light, and she was absolutely gorgeous. And I don't think I can. There. It's just a little plant, but she is blooming size, and he told me that her blooming season is spring, so I think she'll bloom next spring. So let me put her back and show you her tag. Here it is. There is her name. And yeah, she was $25 for this little thing, but wait till I show you the blooms, how beautiful they are. I'll insert a picture of it now. Alright, this is the end of the video as far as orchids. The next part of my video is not related to orchids, but it did take place in an orchid while I was with Todd shopping. Stay tuned if you if you're interested for a silly story. Okay, this is how it goes. Sorry about the background noise. That is the pool pump again. Anyways, some of you that watch Todd's videos, Todd's Tropicals, he did a video on Saturday where he and I went to St. Pete Orchid Farm here in St. Petersburg. We met up there, and he did. The place is absolutely beautiful. It's really a little cottage type looking house in a residential area. I'll insert a photo. And you enter in through the side gate, and once you go in, you find the most magical orchid forest. It's so pretty. It's quaint, but there's a lot of little passageways to get around, and it's nice and shady. It's absolutely gorgeous. Anyways, he did a video while we were out there, and at first I watched his video, and there's this part in the video where it sort of bothered me at first, but now I look back at it and I just laugh because I find it so hilarious. It's so funny. But in the video, he's talking about some orchids that are like ground orchids, and it's at 1.29 or 1.30 in the video, and the camera goes down. I'm standing next to him agreeing, oh yes, and the camera goes down and he shows the plant itself, and then it goes down to the ground like this, and you see some feet standing there. Those are not my feet. So anyways, what I wanted to do was to clear the air. These are my Piggly Wigglies. Bye everyone.